Artyom Morozov was asked by Engin what would have happened if instead of Vitaly, he got to face Devon on the left arm at the Tbilisi event. Before we discuss his answer, let's take a look at some of the other interesting conversations from the recent Engin Terzi Artyom Morozov interview. First of all, Engin announced that he's planning to compete in the August event. I think it's going to be awesome. The last time we saw Engin on the table, he was able to handle Coach Ray pretty convincingly. And Coach Ray is no joke. Even in tournament format, he may be top 10 in the world around his weight category of 80 to 85 kilos. And in super match format, he can be ranked even higher than that. And Engin was barely trained at that time. Still, he was able to win 5-1. So now, when he has some business partners who can handle the responsibilities of organizing East versus West, I'm assuming he should be able to find more time to train himself and get in a better shape and have even more serious opponents in the future. So the most discussed topic in this interview was Vitaly Laletin versus Michael Todd. Morozov said that Michael has absolutely no chance. He's going to just get run over by Vitaly. It's not even a match. And Engin Terzi kept on trying to convince Artyom otherwise throughout the interview. Artyom said that Ermes Gasparini doesn't really have big hands. He doesn't have a long arm. That's why he couldn't beat Michael Todd easily, even though the match was 3-0. Vitaly is a completely different human being. He has long fingers, long hand, and a long forearm. And he's faster than Ermes too. That's why he will be able to go through Michael Todd. Even if Michael stops him, then Vitaly's reach is so long that he will be able to press without losing his wrist. He will maintain his cup and then just stand up and press Michael down without much trouble. Engin kept on reminding him that nobody goes through Michael Todd easily, and we have seen Vitaly's wrist getting cracked in the past as well. And one thing that Michael is good at, that is cracking everyone's wrist. And he also told Morozov that Vitaly's press is not as impressive as Ermes Gasparini, as Gennady Kvikvinia, or as impressive as Kamil Jablonski. So Engin thinks that if those guys had some trouble pressing Michael Todd down to the pad, it is going to be really bad for Vitaly. In fact, he thinks that if the match stops, it is going to be a nightmare for Vitaly. Judging by their words, it seemed to me as if Engin may be thinking that Michael is a slight favorite to win this match, and Morozov thinks like Vitaly is going to beat him 100%. Although Morozov and Vitaly aren't really training partners, but he recently lost to Vitaly on both arms, pretty badly on the right arm. So now he can be biased. He may be hoping that Vitaly is able to go through Michael Todd the same way he was able to go through Morozov. That would make him feel good. Do I think that Vitaly is the favorite in this match? Maybe, but I cannot say that for sure. Do I think he's the heavy favorite to win this match? Absolutely not. Do I think Michael can win this? I think he can. Morozov was even able to come up with the name of one arm wrestler whose wrist didn't get cracked against Michael. That is Denis Siplankov. Then Engin mid-interview showed him the Michael versus Denis match, and he showed him that even Denis Siplankov's wrist was getting cracked in that match. But Morozov kept on saying that yes, Michael is a great human being, he's a great arm wrestler, but he has no chance against Vitaly. And as far as Morozov's injury recovery goes, he said that there is no swelling right now, but he's not advised to move his arm too much as of now. He was initially told by the radiologist, I guess, that the injury was much worse, but when he showed the reports to the doctor, the MRI reports, the injury wasn't actually that serious. The doctor told him that the surgery would give him the same benefits as just resting for a month or so and no more. But the good thing is that Artyom has already started training his right arm, and the even better thing is he was already training his right arm. So all of the training that he did leading up to the Vitaly Laletin left arm match was both arms. He never trained specifically for the left arm, and even then he was so strong against Vitaly. Morozov has some experience arm wrestling both Devon and Corey's left arm. He said that Devon will eventually win either 3-1 or 3-2 when Corey gets gassed out, but Corey can definitely win the first 1 or 2 rounds. But the match will take place under the table. That's where Devon Larratt's arthritis would tire Corey West out. And when he was asked by Engin what would have happened if he faced Devon instead of Vitaly, he simply answered by saying that if that match happened, every Devon Larratt fan would have become his fan. So now he's really confident, and I'm quite sure that after watching the Vitaly versus Morozov match, since Devon believes that Vitaly is the left arm GOAT, the strongest ever, Devon must also think that Morozov can be out of his reach, and maybe that practice pull wasn't telling him much about the Terminator. Finally, to end the interview, Morozov said, "I'll come back and I'll destroy everyone."